Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. Okay, so, going forward, I have some goals in mind. The first goal, we really need to clear out some of these missions that we have acquired on account that I am full up on missions. The obvious choice would be Sky Tower, but as I said before, I am putting that off on account I don't want to deal with Rayquaza yet. So the next best choice is Mount Blaze. And while we are here, I can perform another goal, and that is to start training Oliver and company, who is currently at level 30. I gave them a Joy Ribbon, which will definitely help out with them gaining some quicker experience than the rest of us. And given that we are going to an older dungeon here, at the very least, Oliver and company will not have to worry about being overpowered. Not to mention, me and Catfish are teaming up for the first time in a while, and we're pretty high level, so we can definitely help out with protecting Oliver and company. As you have also noticed, we got ourselves a guest on this mission for rescuing, and that would be the Ghastly there. Also, there's a shop down here. Let's check out a shop. Actually, before we check out that shop, there's something else I want to figure out. Let's go into status. Hello there, Maddie, and hello, Strike Back. Welcome to the stream. I want to check how much experience you have. To next level, you have 4,306 to next level, and comparatively, let's look at Catfish. I want to see how much that Joy Ribbon actually helps. 11,339, and we'll go ahead and take care of this Magby and see how much experience everybody gets out of it. Supposedly everybody has gained 41, but let's see how exactly this is. Got my trusty calculator here. So 11,339 minus 11,298. That is indeed 41 experience. And how much extra does the Joy Ribbon give somebody? 4306 and 4265. That's also 41. Okay. How exactly is this Joy Ribbon supposed to work? When equipped, the wearer can earn experience points as turns go by. Oh, that's right. So that means I thought it was like bonus experience from defeating opponents. No, that's the rare quality I'm thinking of. 4265. How many steps does one have to take? So there's 464, and then 64, 64, 64, 64, 63. So it's not one experience per step, it's more like one experience per 5 steps. That is not as much as I was hoping. Oh well, what we got here? Lots of orbs, and also you. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. So I'll probably buy the apple. Could always use more of those. Fossil orb. Because we've got so many orbs, I don't necessarily want to buy all of them. So I'll probably be kind of picky here about which ones we get. Petrify orb. Slow orb. Wigglytuff orbs, always wanted to buy those. And I guess we will buy one Fossil orb and one Petrify orb. There's another reason why I really want to clear out these missions, by the way. Actually, a couple of reasons, but the more important reason is I want to rank up. Eventually, I want to be able to go to those 99 floor dungeons, which means I'll need to be able to carry lots of items. And to be able to do that, I need to rank up. Hopefully, the rank above gold rank also includes being able to carry more items, because going to gold rank did not increase that capacity. Sure, you can join for a bit. Another goal, but not an immediate one, I want to have some more permanent teams. Like, for example, how Team B has always comprised of Princess and Maddie and Pinky. I want to have more teams like that. Like me and Catfish and some other Pokemon. Not really sure what Pokemon, possibly the Girafarig. Although I know that we're going to be getting a Lugia on the team at some point. Would absolutely be really cool to be able to battle alongside a Lugia. But not really sure on that. I mean, doing what I have been doing, customizing teams for every dungeon, is probably the better strategy, but I'm getting kind of tired of doing that, so I would like to have some more permanent teams where I just say, okay, this is the best team, send that team to a dungeon. Granted, in regards to permanent teams in Team B, Maddie has been passed between teams a whole bunch. Maddie has been probably one of my more useful teammates in that regard. Still though, I've got so many Pokemon on Team TF at this point. It is kind of obnoxious to figure out what Pokemon I want to still use. So having some permanent teams would help clean things up in that regard. Okay, one rescue mission down, 3 more to go. You can tell this is an older dungeon because you can actually see where all the enemies and items on the floor are. It's not all hidden like it is in most every new dungeon we go to. I'm gonna toss some rocks on you. By the way, I was doing some research, and I am a well-rounded Pokemon. Considering I've got a rock attack, a dark attack, a fire attack, and a ground attack, that basically makes me strong against, a lot. In fact, I wound up comprising a list here. I am strong against Dragon Pokemon, Fairies, Ice types, Flying, Psychic, Grass. No, wait, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong list. I'm looking at the list that says what I'm not strong against. I knew that wasn't sounding too correct. No, my attacks are strong against Electric, Fire, Poison, Rock, Steel, Bug, Grass, Ghost, Psychic, Flying, and Ice. That is a pretty good selection of monsters that I am strong against. Not to mention having Catfish here with, what is that ability called? Steamroll. That rare quality, Steamroll, also makes up for my weaknesses. For example, I can do this. All the more reason to decide on some permanent team with me and Catfish and somebody else. It's just a question of who to bring along with us. I was considering having somebody join that would have that, rapid fire eyes or whatever it's called. Because both me and Catfish have attacks that hit multiple times. But we've actually been doing pretty well with the accuracy of these moves and making sure that they are increased. Oh gosh. Did not notice this party crasher. Yeah, my boomerang has had its accuracy boosted to relatively close to perfection, so I don't need the rapid fire eyes thing, and Catfish's Fury Swipes has likewise been boosted pretty high. So don't necessarily need anybody with that rare quality. I was also considering bringing along somebody who would kind of make up for my weaknesses. Namely, I am weak against water Pokemon, so maybe bring along a grass Pokemon to deal with those water Pokemon. But at the same time, the obvious solution is for me to just not go on any missions where we'd be fighting water Pokemon. I see you chasing us. So, I might just... lead the way for a bit, Catfish. I might just bring along a third teammate that I just happen to think is really cool. You know, such as Oliver and Company, or a Lugia. Oh, hey, look at that. It's one of those strong Pokemon. I'm not terribly concerned about you, although you are a water Pokemon. However, this is an older dungeon. That reminds me. Move settings. I did, of course, teach Oliver and Company some moves. You got Assurance here. Damages an enemy will cause more damage if the enemy's HP is down to half or lower. That could come in handy, and I also figure it's pretty fitting for a Girafarig. The dark back half sort of situation. Agility is also going to be useful for helping Catfish out. That's another strategy I need to keep in mind. Agility so that Catfish can get up close and personal with bosses, because Catfish does not have any long-range attacks. Catfish has short-range attacks, including Fury Swipes. So being able to get up close and personal to use Fury Swipes in less turns would definitely be very useful, so possibly team up with a Pokemon that has agility. In fact, just for funsies, go ahead and turn that on. And of course, Psybeam is really good, and Stomp is really good. It's almost not worth picking up those status healing items. I almost never use them. We need to get back there and help take care of whatever is going on there. Oh, I forgot that Psybeam can cause confusion. That's definitely helpful. Who knows, maybe I would bring along a Girafarig. Maybe Oliver and Company can be a permanent part of Team A. It is definitely a Pokemon that appeals to me, and as I have mentioned before. Got that whole situation with its quasi-sentient tail. The downside to this being an older dungeon, we've reached a point where Slugma is a Pokemon I would definitely want on my team, but at this point, they're all at such a low level. To go after the items on this floor or to go for the stairways? Let's go for the stairways. This is an easier dungeon. You know what? Since it is an easier dungeon, we can afford to go looking for items. There won't be any apples. There's another consideration. There is a rare quality that allows us to find more apples. That would definitely be useful in certain dungeons, especially those 99 floor dungeons. By the way, I am now using a brand new capture device. I am using the legendary Elgato capture device, which means you should see at least a little bit of improvement with my video qualities and streams. In particular, my old Roxio capture device had a lot of issue with black screen transitions. You might have noticed how sometimes the audio might cut out, or sometimes the footage would outright freeze for a couple of seconds. Yeah, that was because of the whole situation with black screen transitions. My Roxio just flat out didn't like them. So now that I got an Elgato, that should no longer be an issue. So much huzzah with that. Come to think of it, this being an easier dungeon, wandering will definitely help out with the Joy Ribbon and get just a little bit more experience for Oliver and company. Alright, we want to fight. Oh, that's a shiny Azumarill. Yeah, Azumarill. So let's start with agility, so that the rest of us can get closer to it. And Oliver and company are out of Psybeam. And that should actually take care of that. Definitely worth doing that. It's easy and we get good treasure. Actually, another possibility for a teammate would be CC the Ditto. I mean, this is Team TF. It would absolutely make sense to have a Ditto be an important part of this team of mine. And like I said, I am a pretty well-rounded Pokemon, so I don't necessarily have to have somebody on the team to make up for disadvantages and losses and that sort of thing. Weaknesses. Instead, just bring along CC, and we would have two powerful Marowaks on my team. Hopefully I would not get confused which one is me. Have you ever seen a horse do a backflip? Forget that, have you ever seen a giraffe perform a backflip? It did not quite take 2 stones to kill that one bird. Pick that up. managed to get out of here with an extra reviver seed, so that's definitely nice. Rainbow Gummy, Hyper Beam, Dojo Ticket, DX Gummy. Good stuff. Gonna say no. Your level is way too low, but I've been waiting a while to get one of you on my team. I don't know if I'll use you, but I'll at least accept you on the team. This is not going to get us anywhere near where we need to be to rank up, but at least we got some missions out of the way. Getting 2 Wigglytuff orbs is definitely nice, though. And another Wigglytuff orb. Although I'm just about at a point where I don't necessarily need those, I feel like. Though you never know. Okay, let's go ahead and head into our first episode prequel to today's stream. And when we come back, I've got, there's one rescue mission that we have been sitting on for a while. Kind of.